Here we have Harmony, symbol ONE1 versus the dollar being requested from Mr. Infinity. Going to do a general overview of this one. We followed up on this a couple days ago. We said a bear trap would be confirmed with any sort of a closure above about 13 cents, I believe it was. Oh, we got that closure, and your bear trap was certainly confirmed, and your targets have certainly been met around your prior all-time highs. And this is looking pretty damn good for long-term continuation, actually. In this case, I imagine to probably new all-time highs. Yes, indeed. This is a very good long-term chart, actually. So first and foremost, where do I start to invalidate those ideas? Where do I start to look for this one to fall apart? Not necessarily continue on with that expansion phase. Below 16 and a quarter, yes, I would have hesitation. But for right now, this is looking really, really good. And I probably would be looking for a short-term downside move, to be fair. This one very likely does correct short-term to like 17.5 cent or so, but I would be looking for a bounce there at the same time. The focus right now is on the weekly for the long term. Any sort of a closure, any fucking sort of a closure at all above that same 16.25 cent region, I'd be looking for long-term continuation. This is very obviously a macro higher low right here. Testing around your prior highs is not the way that you get lower highs, typically speaking. And we could be looking at some long-term targets. Again, assuming that those conditions are met, short term on a breakout to about a quarter, and then more long term, probably to 50 cents or so. Long term meaning, you know, like months down the road. But for right now, this is looking very, very good. Momentum also does seem to agree. Hidden bullish evidence right there. Volatility expanding, and obviously trend continuation. So you got the fucking holy trinity. Again, that's why we kind of called it over here, saying, hey, just a higher low. We got trend, volatility, momentum. Anytime that I see that, I'm looking for trend continuation. Even the daily jewel is given another signal as well. It's rather aggressive, but I expect that this one continues on over the long period of time. This is very, very good. Again, eyes on about 16 cents or so, but as long as you're above there, very, very good long term. And let's go see short-term time frames just to see if it's more likely to continue on from this point right here. Hourly will flip back up with any sort of a closure above 19.20, 4-hour above 20 cent. But yeah, short-term time frames very likely do correct a little bit. Daily remains up as long as above 18.80. So this is probably set up for, you know, later this month or so, but pretty damn good here for Harmony. And another thing that kind of makes me a little bit more looking for something similar on Bitcoin as well. So hopefully that was helpful, and there you go, sir.